Senate Democrats did. They allowed time and space for people to really examine this bill, and I think for people to really see Scott Walker and the Republicans for who they are and what their true values and priorities are. Their priorities are not creating jobs or balancing the budget. They took all the fiscal items out of this budget repair bill. They wanted to bust the union, and they wanted to end collective bargaining and strip away rights from working families in this state, and that's what they've succeeded in doing.
Now, Mike Tate is in charge of the Democratic Party in Wisconsin. Are you now in charge of these recall campaigns that you're running against Republican senators, and how many of those campaigns do you think you have a real chance on?
Well, we have 8 recalls going, and to say I'm in charge would be a misnomer. There have been citizens from all walks of life, people who've never been involved in politics before, that have stood up and registered and taken notice that they are concerned about the direction their community is going. They're very angry at their legislator. Right now there are 8 recall petitions being circulated against the 8 eligible Republican senators, and I think we have a very, very good chance at recalling 6 to 8 of them, and I think we need 3 seats to pick up the majority, and I think Senator Erpenbach is going to be in the majority party when the Democrats take back the state Senate before the end of the year.
Senator Erpenbach, you have some very vulnerable Republican colleagues, it looks like. Senator Randy Hopper, District 18, he won his last election by 184 votes. He looks very at risk for recall. Senator Alberta Darling, she won by 51% of the vote. Senator Dan Kapanke, he won by 51% of the vote in a district that voted 61% for Barack Obama. So those look like the 3 most vulnerable. How long will these recall campaigns take?
Well, I know it's about 60 days to gather the signatures, and if the signatures are properly verified, then the recall happens, and then an election starts. I'm not sure of the exact timetable. But I got to tell you something here, Lawrence. Here's what's happened. Democrats have slept walk basically through the last election cycle. There's no doubt about that. We all knew what was coming, and we didn't bother to show up at the polls. But what the Republicans and Governor Walker have done with this particular piece of legislation, what they did last night, was they didn't wake a sleeping dog. They slapped it in the face. And I can't tell you how energized people are in the state of Wisconsin right now, and they want to do something, and they want to focus the energy on something. We have a very important Supreme Court race coming up in April, and then we're going to have some recalls coming up after that.
Mike Tate, the governor says that the bargaining rights for the state workers is not a matter of fundamental fairness. That fundamental fairness has not been violated because